Welcome to a special interview. You've heard from him from time to time on our other previous shows, and that is Sgt Charles Mulwee with the Oconee County Sheriff's Office and a part of his program called Community Tree. And I know that this is not how you wanted to have to come do an interview, but I think there's some things that you need to let folks know that's going on that has had slowed the progress that Community Tree was making back. And if you want to go and explain, feel free to.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for having me. I requested this interview with you because I wanted to clear the air and put the truth out there on a few things. Well, last Thursday, Community Tree was notified that we'd have to vacate the building at 220 East Main Street in Westminster, which we've occupied for the last 5 years. First of all, I want to start off by saying thank you to Derek Hodgins for allowing us to use that building for the last 5 years. I don't know where we're going right now. You know, we're a nonprofit. We run off of nothing but donations. Right. So moving somewhere and having to pay rent somewhere is going to probably put us in a little bind. But for now, I want everybody to know that we are going to continue to strive and move ahead, because this is something God put on my heart to do. And if I quit, I'm letting God down, and that's not me. I'm not a quitter, and I'm definitely not going to let God down. We're going to continue to do our every third Saturday of the month food box giveaways. On the 21st of this month, it's scheduled for the depot, and I'll leave it there. After that, I honestly don't know if it'll be in Westminster no more, because I'm not actually looking for a building in Westminster. I'm looking to leave and go to Seneca, and I'll explain that to everybody. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus. Reason being, we haven't gotten any financial help from Westminster City in over 3 years.
Right.
The only municipality in this county that supports us fully is the Oconee County Council.
Right.
They support us fully every year with a check. Like I said, we run strictly off donations. 2 years ago, Seneca City helped us with a donation. When Mayor Dan Edwards was in office at Walhalla, him and his wife helped out of his own pocket. But, you know, this is an organization that's for people all over the county, and you think all municipalities would want to pitch in something.
Right, right.
You know, to be honest with you, $50 is better than giving nothing.
Right.
But we're not going to worry about that. We're going to continue to strive and feed people. And I think people's biggest need is food. So we're definitely going to continue to do that. But all the other free services that we provide will be suspended for now.
I get you. I understand. And again, unfortunately, in this day and age, I think you're learning a valuable lesson, and I think we all do, that things are not the way they seem, and you can do your best. But I want to encourage you to continue doing what you're doing, because there is a need for services for folks that need food, that are having issues getting even proper food because of whether it be the economy or whether things are happening in their home life. A box of food to someone that is struggling goes a long way, and it really does help them.
Absolutely.
And you need to be commended for still, you feel like your heart's broken with what's going on, but, do what you feel. And if God is leading you to do that, always answer the call of what God says, because here's what's going to happen. You will be blessed in the end for standing up and trying to do the right thing. It may not seem like that right now, but you will be. Do you have anything, any ideas of locations that you're looking at? Have you talked to anybody yet, or the feelers? Have you put out feelers yet?
I have. I first of all, I want to send a shout out to my good friend Toby Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
He's connected to the One Love Community Church outside of Westminster.
Mm-hmm.
He immediately reached out to me and offered a key to their it's a building they use out back, I think, to feed people and stuff, for Community Tree to start a new home there. And I want to thank him, because he's led by God. But I don't think I want to stay in the Westminster area, because, like I said, to be honest with you, Westminster ain't been good to us. It's nothing personal toward the citizens. I'm going to continue feeding people, but
I get it. I understand. You're human.
I can only take so much.
I get it.
There's things I'm not mentioning or saying.
Right, I get it.
I'm not mentioning things. I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus, but Westminster hadn't been good to us.
I got it.
But yes, I reached out to a Seneca City Councilman. I'm not going to call the person's name that's trying to help me find a building in Seneca. So kudos to them. If they don't, we're still gonna. If I got which I had to go rent, and a building to put our stuff in, because we had so much stuff and we had to move it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to go rent if I got to use that building to operate out of, we're going to continue because there's a need out there.
Well, let me ask this question. If folks are listening to the interview, how can folks help you right now? I know that we have fall coming, we have winter coming, we have Christmas, and we have Thanksgiving and things. How can citizens help you? What do you need the most of right now?
Probably monetary, honestly, because we're going to have to pay rent somewhere. So, I mean, I don't know what that's going to look like. Like as I said, we're run off of donations, and we're already having to tap in to pay for a building.
Yeah.
To rent for now to put our stuff in. So financially, and if someone knows where there might be, it don't have to be a big building. If someone knows of a building somewhere that we could probably rent and call home, I'm all for it. But like I said, it's nothing personal toward anyone in Westminster, but I'm really looking to move out of the Westminster area.
I get it.
You know,
I understand. I understand. And sometimes change, moving to a different location
absolutely
is good. There is always a positive when you make a change and you move somewhere else, that you see things a little bit clearer when you move. You get yourself into a situation where, you know, you thought that was the great location, but then again, it's not. You move somewhere else and the organization takes off by 10 or 10-fold.
Absolutely. One of my biggest frustrations is I'm a law enforcement officer first.
Right.
And I'm always thinking and planning ahead. And about a year ago, we had an opportunity to move outside of Westminster to a facility where we were located.
Right.
We were, someone contacted us and had a sponsor that was going to pay our rent for us to move into the Federal Community Center.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they opened the doors to us. I mean, we was going to have run of the whole place. Well, when I talked to two certain individuals about that move, they both said they were concerned about the citizens of Westminster, and that'd be too far for them to get out there. And look at where I'm at now.
Yeah, you got nowhere.
Look at where I'm at now.
You got nowhere. You know, and that's a good possibility too, because that would put the community tree in another area that is needing help in the Oakway and Fairplay area. You know, you've got so many areas that you could target, and I'm sure it may take just a little bit of time, but I do believe that something will work out. It's just going to take a little bit of time to find that right location. And I'm going to tell you, when it does, God will show you the vision. He will show you immediately where you're supposed to be. Let me ask this. Go ahead and give your contact information for everyone that's listening to the interview. How, you know, if they want to make a charitable donation to you, or your address, email, and stuff like that, if you would.
I'd rather, instead of it crossing my hands,
mm-hmm.
I'd rather them to go to Oconee Federal. We have 2 or 3 in this county.
Right.
I'd rather them go. There's 2 in Seneca and 1 in Walhalla.
And
exactly,
one in West. There's one in Westminster.
One in Westminster
yeah.
and 1 in Clemson. You can go to Oconee Federal and say you want to make a donation to Community Tree Center, and
mm-hmm.
They'll take your donation, and they'll let me know that, or when I get my statement, they'll let me know there was one put in there.
Okay.
I'd rather it be done that way. I try my best to keep my hands off the money, not touch the money.
Right.
I prefer people to do that. Now that we don't have, I used to have a lot of people that would write checks and put them in an envelope and stick them in the slot at 220.
Yeah.
We don't have 220 anymore.
Yeah.
You know.
So don't do that. Don't write checks and send that.
I've already changed the address. If they, I've already changed the address, and so they won't be able to send it there. And they could also go on our website, communitytree1.com, and they could donate that way if they don't want to go by the bank. But I'd rather them do that.
When is your next food giveaway?
Our next food giveaway is Saturday, September 21st at the Depot in Westminster. It will start at 8:30 a.m.
8:30 a.m. Okay. All right. Well, we want to help and continue to follow. If you need anything, if you need another interview, you know, we'll open up the airtime for you for free to get the word out, because I want folks to understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, and making sure that you know that you are working hard behind the scenes to help our citizens. And there's a lot of folks that are needing help right now. One of the things I saw yesterday that I want to mention that I don't know what's happening. It just seems like something's going on, and I'm not sure what it is. But as I was coming back from Westminster, actually in front of Applewood Shopping Center, I'm seeing people laying on the grass now. I've never seen that before. I've got homeless people
Yeah.
that are sleeping on the ground in front of Applewood Shopping Center under the pine trees now.
You sure do. We have a homeless issue, a huge one in this county. A lot of people don't know about, and I won't discuss that openly out here. But a lot of times I'll ride around with non-perishables in my truck
and give them something.
People from my job knows this, and I'll get out and give them stuff. Some of them are receptive and take it, and some won't.
Yeah.
But I'm doing my part by trying to offer it to them and give it to them. But before we go, I want to say to everyone, I don't have a malice heart, and I'm not mad at anyone. Like I said again, I want to thank Derek Hodgins for allowing us to use his building for the last 5 years for Community Tree to have a home. So, and I don't want anyone going on Facebook being ugly toward him or anyone else. It's not about that. And it's not about me. It's about Community Tree. Charles Mulwee has a job that he works on. He loves every day. Charles Mulwee serves this community in 2 different ways. I serve him in a uniform during the day, and I serve him in the afternoon through my center. We're a center of love and hope, and I want people not to be negative about this, because if anyone has a reason to be negative, it would be me. And I'm not, because I know who I am. I know what the Lord got in store for me. It's on his timetable, not mine. And I know eventually we'll get another home.
All right. Well, very good. Well, Mr. Mulwee, Sergeant, I do appreciate you coming over. And as always, airtime's open to you if you need something or you want to talk about something. I have no problem giving you the airtime, because I think what you're doing is to be commended. It's remarkable. And like I said, God will show you the way, the vision. And when it's in his time, you will have your new home and all sorts of other things. So I appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, there you go. Another interview here on 107.9 WFBS, Lake Kiwi Radio Online, and all of our social media partners, including Talk Oconee